Good evening again from the Philippines. I figured I'd give you my. I went and seen a doctor the other day because I was getting lightheaded. Just kind of, I haven't had a physical in a year and a half. Anyway, last time was with the VA in Florida before I left. Been here going on 1 year. Went to the Gross Polymedic Hospital and never been there. Don't have insurance and nothing. Went down there. They gave you a free blood pressure, go in the emergency room, and went down there that night. Went down. They said come back the next day. Everything was fine. My blood pressure was like 100 over 80. Went on down there, and the next day needed a lab done. They wanted to do a lab, and they had to wait for the doctor. The doctor showed up at 9 p.m. And I got me a really nice lady doctor, older lady, and gave her all my information, pulled up on my phone here, my VA medical records, everything is on my phone on my VA app. You can pull that all up, and it shows all my shots that were given, all my COVID shots, and last time I had flu, everything's up to date. She wanted me to get a flu shot, and I said, no, not right now. I'll probably might do that next month. It depends. There's kind of going to be busy the next 2 months. So anyway, went down there and always asked Pila. Pila means how much. The lady speaks great English, and she told me for her to see me was 500 pesos. Basically, I just rounded out $10. I don't care what the what the peso rate says. It's easier just to keep in mind everything's at 50 pesos to every dollar. If it doesn't matter, 54. But it was 500 pesos, and we sat and talked for about an hour. She went through and she created me as a new person. She's a family doctor. Or you can get an internal medicine doctor. But I'm very happy with her, and she ordered me labs, and she said, let's see what's going on with you. And I'm going on 62 years old this August 12th. And I got all my results back. They all came back in here. Very happy. She can't believe it for me being 62 years old. She said, your blood pressure's fine, your blood pressure's perfect. All my results are within the two lines. I'm right there in the middle where I'm supposed to be. A lot of it is, as we discussed and all of that, my blood sugar is good. If I get a little upset, sometimes I get lightheaded, and all that, feel like I'm going to pass out. She's telling me to carry hard candy. My sugar drops. So a lot of it here is not like in America. In America, all our sodas are high in sugar, and all that kind of stuff. In the Philippines here, the Coca-Cola, the Pepsi, I drink the Pepsis. I've been told, stop drinking Pepsi. It's all going to give you diabetes and all that. No, it's not. And the doctor verified all that. I said, oh, people have been telling me this and that. I can still drink my Pepsis. That's all I care. That's the closest I found to soda tasted besides going to Belkers and buying Canada Dry Ginger Ale or Dr. Pepper or some sodas they got in the cans there. Then I get the high sugar. Also, the lab, they had me go in for a fasting lab. And here at fasting lab, you have to stop eating at 9 o'clock at night, where in America it's midnight. I went down. The lab is open 24 hours a day. So I went back in the next morning at 7 a.m. They gave me a little cup to take home, fill it up halfway up, full of your urine. Went in and did the lab. The guy drew my blood. He only filled up 3 of them glass tubes, where the VA, when they do a yearly, was taking 11 to 16 vials of blood. And it would take 2 weeks to get the results back. Guys and gals here, I did my blood test, and I did it at 7 in the morning. and I was in and out within 10 minutes. Once they had me they write things down, you sign the book, they tell you sit down. I was in and out in 10 minutes. Uh, After you see that lady, you gotta go pay the cashier, of course. American dollars was $83 for my lab. That's fine with me. What's a lab cost in America? I don't know. $200, $300? I don't know. Because I never had to pay for it. The VA always did it. But anyway, after I got done with the lab, they turned around and told me, come back in 4 hours, and I get my paperwork and take it to my doctor. I said, 4 hours? They said, yes, sir. They said, that's all it takes is 4 hours. I said, geez, in America, it's 2 weeks to get your results. She said, no, sir, 4 hours. I said, cool. So I went out and dropped my laundry, did whatever else I had to get done. And then, of course, I went to go eat breakfast. And I had to go have I came back to the house and made me an egg omelet with the real milk that I buy in Valencia. They have a pasteurized milk. Guys, it's amazing up there. Go past the Valencia market, not the bottom road of the Valencia market, not the top road. Go up 2 more roads, take a left, by the police station. There's an arm that comes down over the road. You'll see it. Go down, you'll see a blue gate, and on the blue gate it says 20 meters this way. And you'll see the big, huge blue tank. 90 pesos for a liter of pasteurized milk. It's good for 7 days. So now, instead of ordering online my Idaho instant potatoes and stuff like that, I can still order my Kraft macaroni and cheese if I want, all that. Now I have the milk. Before, all this box milk, the soy milk, nasty. This pasteurized milk, great. I bought me cornflakes. I got fresh bananas here. I can chop up and put in my cereal, just like you were back home. The cornflakes even tasted different. So I'm going to try like Frosted Flakes. I'm going to go down to Belcrest and go probably try some of the cereals there to see if it's from America where it's made. But anyway, so $83, got my results, and went in to see her. And she's telling me she can't believe it for my age. She said I'm like 25, 27. And she said, do I drink? No, I quit drinking over 15 years ago. The only bad habit I have is smoking. Yes, you all got on me in my videos. Oh, look at me smoking, you chain smoker. Whatever. Everybody has their vices. Some people drink, some people smoke marijuana. Whatever, you do your drugs. You got to go down to that bar at 7 a.m. in the morning, start drinking all day. That's not for me. That's not living here. If you're going to sit in a bar, you might as well just stay at home. Why come to the Philippines just to sit in the bar? But anyway. But they weighed me. I weighed 77 point something kilos, 196 pounds. 2 years prior to coming to the Philippines, I had gastric sleeve surgery. I was almost 386 pounds, almost getting up there to 400 pounds. Dr. Rakis at my gastric sleeve doctor in Bradenton, Florida, best doctor there is in the country. Go see him in Bradenton, Florida. I had to go do visits. It took me 7 years fighting with the VA, doing all their programs to finally get approved. And then community care paid for it. The only thing I got left is this little pouch on me, and then that has to be removed surgical. But anyway, he told me basically when I seen Dr. Rakis, he told me, if I don't listen to him and try to drop 25 pounds to show him that I truly want this, when I drop 25 pounds, then he'll do the surgery. So he put me on this Dave's bread, no more butter, used avocado. Smash an avocado up, use it like butter. Boil you an egg. And on that Dave's bread, I would slice a boiled egg and I put it on there. That was my breakfast in the morning. I was allowed coffee, no cream, no sugar. Granted, I still snuck chips. Yes, I snuck Pepsis. Shouldn't have, but I did. Started doing that, getting out, walking, doing like I normally did. Went fishing, go wade fishing and all that. Just being active again. Because I would lay down at night and I have 2 pillows and I thought I was couldn't breathe, cut off my windpipe and everything. But anyway, he did the surgery. After I dropped my 25, he made me get up to 30 pounds. He pushed me, so I'm very glad and grateful for him. Had my surgery before Thanksgiving, and when I came home, I went in for surgery. My surgery was 2 hours long, 2.5 hours long. Had to stay in the hospital overnight. Was released at 12 o'clock the next day. Went home. Wasn't allowed to drive. Had someone pick me up. Took me home. Um, and for Thanksgiving, I had 2 pieces of little turkey, maybe the size of a half a dollar. Uh, Half a dollar size of mashed potatoes, and a half dollar size of that green bean casserole. That took me an hour and a half to eat. Now, still to this day, if I down water, it's just going to get thrown back up. Anything I down fast is going to come back up. And now I have to have 5 small meals a day. So I sat there and I explained this to this lady doctor, and she said, "You really know your body?" I said, "Yes, I had to, because I've been basically on my own a good part of my life. You know, in and out of divorces and all that. But I was on my own. So I had to take care of myself and pay attention. My ex-wife was having problems with my one youngest daughter there, who's now over 18, and moved her in with me because she was in the court system for missing 89 days of school. So she was always told, when one night she sat me down and said, "You know, you get over there, your dad's gonna beat you." Stuff ex-wives say. She wouldn't let me see my kid, even though we talk on the phone and that, but she was always terrified. Once my daughter moved in with me and I got her Social Security check and all that, I didn't need her check. She had her $837 a month. She went out and bought her own iPhone. She bought her own clothes. She managed her own money. I was teaching her. She said, "Dad, don't you want into this check?" I said, "No, I got my own VA and SSDI check." But anyway, getting back to the doctor here, because I always get off track. But thank you, Dr. Rakes. I appreciate you very much. And everything. And I'm weighing in at 196 pounds. The VA wants me to weigh 185. I haven't seen 185 since I was in high school. And that was back in 1980 when I graduated. So 196, I'm up. I'm walking the falls, I'm walking the mountains, I'm walking the markets, I'm walking the boulevard. No problems. Granted, my smoking. Chantrix, the VA had me on Chantrix, and then the VA supposedly saying, "Oh, too many people having bad dreams and it was causing this problem, that problem." It's amazing. Here in the Philippines, I can get it. So she prescribed me Chantrix, so I'm going to get on my Chantrix. I almost had it beat, but when you get ready to order meds from the VA, you have to wait till the last week, and it takes them 3 weeks to send. So you'd go in 3 weeks without the medication. Chantrix, you can smoke while you do it. I was down to where I liked the cigarette, puff or two, and I put it out like, man, what am I doing with this thing? But I needed like a 6-month supply, so they gave me 3 months at a time, and then all of a sudden the program stopped. But anyway, the price here, like I said, for $83 for a lab, $10 to see the doc. When the second time I went and seen the doc, she didn't charge me. She said, "You paid me the day before." She said, "Don't worry about it." She put me on some vitamins, calcium and all that. And there's I got 2 other vitamins I got to take. But other than that, my health is great. 25 to 27, she said. She said, "I bet you I look at your lungs." She said, "I don't have no bad breathing, all that." And I said, "I don't know, doc. We'll have to see." But no, she said, "I'll see you next year unless you come see me for something else." And I said, "Okay." But just to let you know, I asked there in the hospital, there was another nice lady who weighs you. And I said, "What insurance do you accept here? I mean, I got a guy who does Pacific Cross." "Yes, sir, we take Pacific Cross." I said, "What do I have to pay?" "You pay nothing. You give this card, you present it to them, you pay nothing. No copay, no nothing. They pay. Pacific Cross pays everything." Michael Onstad on ONSTAD. He's on Facebook. If you're coming to the Philippines, check with him. I believe my insurance is going to cost me $1,000 American dollars a year. That's going to cover me 2.5 or 3 million pesos. I can have heart surgeries, everything. It'll all pay for that for $1,000 a year. And you can do your monthly payments or quarterly payments, I guess. I don't know. I'll ask Michael and I'll do more about that. But I am looking into doing that next. But and they will not cover anything that is pre-existing. Just like I said, if my back, L2, 3, and 4, from jumping out of aircraft. I was a paratrooper for 14 years. Needless to say, my discs are gone. I'm rubbing bone to bone. The VA wants to stick rods in me. I talked to a lot of people that got the rods. Rods are not. Some people, more people say don't do it. It's more painful. So the biggest thing, get the weight off. Take the weight off the front, it stops on the back. Granted, from the 2 back surgeries I had, my S1 nerve down my left leg, you can stick pins in my leg, I don't feel it. If I have to have anything done with the VA will pay for everything and fly me from Manila over to Guam. And then they'll pay for whatever arrangements there, my flights there, my flight back. I don't think they pay from Dumaguete to Manila. I think I pay for that. That's fine. But they pay for my hotel room, my hospital stay. They pay for it all. Dental, if you're with the VA, you have to go all the way to Hawaii. So, guys, you're going to do dental on your own here. I'm going to do I know I told you in my other videos a month ago, I'm going to have my dentures done. Things have been coming up. I've been handling things and getting things paid off, credit cards and stuff. Trying to get out of that debt-free from America, and it's working. It feels great. But my dentures here is $1,000. They will have them back in 2 weeks. The dentist here is even going to give me a discount from 50,000 pesos. And she said, sir, you don't have to pay it all at once. She said, I will make you 2 payments. You pay like half down now, 500. She said, then the rest, whatever she's going to give me for a discount. I don't know if she's going to charge me 45, 48, 47. I'll let you know when I get my dentures. And I'll let you know the dentist I use. I've checked with other dental places here, and it goes from 25,000 for the cheap ones, 50,000 for the medium, 80,000 pesos for the high grade. You know, $1,000 is nothing. $1,000 is a drop in the bucket. But it's better than going into America and getting them. When I had my dentures from the VA, I still have them. They were cutting into the side of my gums. They were cut back too wrong on the top plate. It was gagging me. So I've been without teeth for over 4 or 5 years. And at the VA, once they give you dentures, you have to wait 5 years to get a new set. And I didn't get a set before I left, so that's fine. But I'll pay for that on my own. But the only thing is, the warranty here, they do not. I think they give you like a 30-day warranty on the teeth. And if you break them after that, they can repair them. But you're going to have to pay on that. There's really no warranty on it. But like I said, guys, $10 for a doctor, $83 for a lab. I know that's less than $100 for that one day. And I got everything done in 4 hours. You know, I went down 7, got the results, went in and seen the doc. I will say 5 hours. Sat and talked to her. Very nice lady at the Negros Polymedic Hospital. I checked out the other hospitals and all that. And they're always so busy. I found this hospital going out of Dumaguete, and it's really nice. And in the mornings, they play the Philippine national anthem. All the nurses are down. They have a big rally thing, get them going, pump them up, and get them positively motivated for the day and all that. And then they play the Philippine national anthem. It was something to see. I wish I could have videotaped it, but I didn't ask. And I want to ask them if it's okay if I videotape them. Because here in the Philippines, you have to watch. If they don't want to be on, if you don't ask, you get in trouble. Always ask permission. Hey, can I video chat with you? Can I video you? Would you mind? They tell you no, it's no. Leave them alone. They don't want to be on there, they're shy or whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, $10 for a doctor, $83 for a lab. So I got by cheap, and now I'm going to check on Pacific Cross Insurance with Michael Onstadt, and Polymedic is one of them, and I know I can go up to St. Luke's in Manila, is another good hospital, and I don't know if they'll take it over to Thailand if I want to go have my last part of my fat belly down here removed that just doesn't come off. Once I get that cut off, that'll probably be another 10 pounds. I'll probably be down to 185, 186 pounds. But anyway, just figured I'd let you know, put out another video tonight. Don't want to get too long. This one's already 20 minutes. Thank you. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'm going to keep coming with videos. Thank you.